or no woman in January just wakes up and be like, oh, I want to be the lowest part, you know what I'm saying, the lowest type of person I can be.
Yes, you do.
No, no, they don't. There's
She,
things. There's how do you
you
know
can
that
feel.
you're not a woman to say how a woman thinks, right?
All I gotta do
So,
is have eyes and a brain and be able to understand.
yeah, but what I'm telling you is, right?
They ain't visibly uncomfortable with a guy in a t-shirt and jeans. You're not visibly uncomfortable with that. You're not visibly uncomfortable with a woman coming in and she got a nice dress or nice blouse on, a nice pair of jeans on, or a nice skirt. You're not visibly uncomfortable with that. What you become visibly uncomfortable with is these chicks coming in here butt booty naked almost completely in their birthday suit with the tightest this and the most revealing that on in a place that is like a family friendly type of restaurant. They don't buy, it's not an adult only environment.
And anybody can do that. Can you show me? Can you give me a scenario of what it looks like to protect the black woman in media, and then can you give me the opposite?
So for protection of the black woman in media, it's okay to it's okay to show shame. I don't think bashing and shame are two different. I think they're two different things, right? You can say what's inappropriate and what's appropriate, right? You don't have to bash somebody to just say what's inappropriate. You can just speak and say this is inappropriate and stand by that, right? So you do that. That indirectly is a form of protection. I'm trying to protect you from yourself. You know what I'm saying? Um, but what I think the problem is when it comes to people who aren't doing those things is so we focus so much on black women because you see a few black women doing something, you keep seeing black women. No, it's them hoes. It's not all black women, it's them, right?
I don't think y'all know what
So
I don't think y'all know what protection looks like. I don't even know if y'all know what
what
it
we're
is.
saying is protection of the name at this point. We're not talking about anything at this point. We talk about social media. We're talking about protection of the black name, protection of what we stand for, right? And so when it comes to putting people out there, you need to have as much content talk about good positive things as you do bad. If you're gonna shame, also throw some good stuff in there so that people can know that it's not all bad. Because if I'm in another country and I don't even know black people like that, I would think that we ain't got because all I hear is people bashing. We bashing each other. It's never coming from another race. It's us bashing each other. So how they gonna respect us when we respect ourselves?
Isn't that a form of like concern? Like, shouldn't the people that belong to the race be obligated to throw the first blow at their own people if they actually care about them?
Well,
I would advocate that. I would advocate that. Go ahead.
I agree. We can have a conversation about it, like we're having a conversation about it, because we're not bashing. We're sitting here having an intellectual conversation, saying some shit needs to change, right? But bashing is, oh, look at that hoe in here, it's like Joe. We always trying to be the entertainment. When we gonna stop being entertained? Let's stop tap dancing. Jesus.
Honestly, I don't think black women are being whatever degraded, or I think they're degrading themselves first on media, but I don't think what's happening in response to that, as if y'all call bashing and bringing them, I don't think that's amplified enough. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's being done enough, because if it was being done enough, then these black women would be discouraged from appearing in media in this fashion. So me personally, I wish they would do more. I wish the shame would increase. Maybe it'll get to the head. Not talking about it at all ain't gonna do shit.
I think it work in the opposite direction. Like,
Yeah.
if you shame somebody, especially in this era, maybe back in the day before we had access to selectively pick what we are, outrage sales in whatever facet it is. That's why people who are trying to freak the algorithm do more and more and more extreme shit, because they got to shock people into being either in love with what they doing or hating that shit completely. And the easiest thing to do is make somebody hate what you're doing completely. Once you get them to that point, they'll hate watch and tune in, and you can convert that shit to money. So like if you do so in this little sphere, a woman do something that's like the brick lady, for instance. If her end goal is to be famous, so everybody know who she is, she tell this lie, 100 people do videos on her, everybody know who she is. She is infamous at that point. because we kept addressing it. We inadvertently gave her what she wanted by trying. We made her social media famous for something.
I disagree with that. I think she hate her life.
I think that's really ignorant. Sorry to say that, but I think that's a really ignorant mindset to have. I think you being a man, right? To me, what I feel like is lacking in today's society of men is the fact that there's a lot of like blame of just Black women, but I feel like part of being a leader is understanding or asking the questions on why, right? No Black woman just wakes up, or no woman in January just wakes up and be like, oh, I want to be the lowest part, you know what I'm saying? The lowest type of person I can be.
Yes, she do.
No, they don't. There's
She,
things, how do you
she
know
could
that?
put,
You're not a woman to say how a woman thinks, right?
all I got to do is have eyes and a brain and be able to understand.
Yeah, but what I'm telling you is, right, biologically, your brain does not work how my brain works. My brain doesn't work how your brain
That's
does,
not a
right?
requirement for me to understand that you can
It
wake up and decide to
I
spread your ass on camera.
I get what you're saying, but what I'm saying is part of being a good leader, right, is taking a step back and trying to figure out the questions why. That falls down to anything like whether you're a parent.
What if I
Can I
told you I
wait?
already figured that
Can I
out?
finish? Can I finish?
Oh, I'm about to finish.
Go ahead.
So what I'm saying is that also goes down to like when you're a parent, you're a leader, right? If your child is acting out, you're just gonna keep beating your child's ass. That's a horrible parent. You're gonna it comes a point in time where you're just like, you know what? Let me take a sit back and figure out why. Like, why is my child acting like this? Everything, there's a cause and reaction for everything, and sometimes I think like I said, I feel like the thing that is missing in our community is compassion on one another. Because there's things that Black women experience that makes them the way that they are. They're not just the way that they are for no reason. That's what I'm saying. So once you kind of get this compassion and not the hate and the anger that you harbor for the women, you'll be able to kind of like look at her differently and lead with compassion, and maybe then that's when things will start changing. But if you're kind of fueling anger with, oh, I'm just gonna bash her, I think we should just shame her, like that's not helping. You get what I'm saying?
What if I told you I already understand why these women are doing that? And maybe because you don't know me, you don't know what I do. You don't know that I know why these women are acting like hyenas. They're acting trashy and delusional.
Can you give me an example of what you figured out? Because I do the same thing.
Okay, so first of all, these women that are on here showing their ass, popping their coochie, getting undressed for the media, they don't have any damn standards. They don't have any principles they live by. That's why.
Did you get deeper than that on the why they don't have principles, why they don't have standards?
Yeah, because they wasn't taught it. They wasn't taught it, and they're not covered.
Did
You
you
want me to
did
go
you
further?
see? Yeah, I'm just saying, because most women, right, from experience, because I'm a guidance, like a counselor or whatever, for drug and rehabs and stuff like that, and I do work with a lot of these women. I also work with men, so a lot of the times the behavior of a person stems from their childhood, right? A lot of overly sexually women have actually been sexually abused, and they have not dealt with that. They haven't got counseling, they haven't got healing, and for some reason they become very promiscuous. Like, I don't know why that's like that, but that's exactly what happens.